Good evening. Um, Today we're going to look at how do we keep our financial data and reports in different international languages. Okay? How do we use Google Sheet online spreadsheet to keep our financial data and reports in different international languages? For example, if you work from, let's say, an Anglophone country, or like, let's say you work in the Gambia, but then you have affiliation with other, branches. Let's say a branch in Senegal. You may need, of course, French. Your reports needs to be compatible. You'll do your financial reports and financial data, financial analysis in English, but then you have branches, let's say in Senegal, they may have their financial data, and you need to communicate. So how do you automatically convert those financial data in English to French, or in French to English? Or assuming you have how to call it, a branch in Saudi Arabia, let's say you want your reports to be automatically turned into Arabic. How do you do that? Okay, so that's what we're coming to look at today with the help of the mighty Google Sheet. So what are we going to look at? We're going to look at some of these functions, Google Sheet functions. How do we link worksheets together so that whatever report we are preparing could be translated into our desired international language. For example, if we have our sales data in English, we would like the same sales data to be automatically translated into French, or to be automatically translated into Arabic, automatically, real time. Okay, so we're going to use, how to call it, the Google Translate function. And of course, we're going to use the if error function. The if error is useful, especially where data is not pre-populated. Okay, so we're going to use some color coding so that the French sheet will be differently color-coded with the Arabic sheet. And of course, we're going to use our paint format, or in Excel is called paintbrush, to automatically turn our format, to automatically format our worksheet. Okay. So this is what we're coming to do. So what we're going to do specifically will be, we need to create sheets for each language, a sheet for French and a sheet for Arabic, which will be automatically linked to the sheet for English language. Okay? The English language will be the source language. Then we're going to color code, like I said. We're going to link them so that whatever information is on the English will be automatically translated into French and Arabic. Okay, so we're going to use a paintbrush or how to call it, a paint format to format it nicely. So what are the benefits of this? This is very, very, very useful for organizations that have got branches in other countries that operates in a different language from their own country. For example, if you have how to call it, an organization based in the Gambia, which is an English-speaking country, but you have branches in, say, Senegal. Senegal is a French-speaking country, and you have, say, another branch in Saudi Arabia or in Kuwait, which is an Arabic-speaking country. So the two sets of data, or the various sets of data, could communicate with the help of this very powerful Google Translate function. And the good thing with this is it's free. and of course, it's very useful for SMEs, for small, medium enterprises. Small, medium enterprises can use this. They don't have to pay for any developer to develop a sophisticated, software for them. So what they need to do is to get someone who is very good at spreadsheet modeling and model, how to call it, their reporting tool for them. And it is going to work perfect. Okay, so we're going to start. Right. So the first step is, of course, we have to get our source data. Our source data in this case is in English, okay? And it's going to be a simple example, but of course, everything that works with a simple example could work with more complicated examples. So for the sake of time, we're gonna keep it simple, okay? So the data is in English, and it relates to the sale of poultry products for a particular company for the month of May 2021. Okay, so as you can see, these are the product types, and then the sales amount, and of course the total for the month. All this is in English, so we're going to create two separate worksheets. One will be for French. The second one will be for Arabic, and those two worksheets will be getting data from the English one. So the English one will feed into the French and the Arabic, so that whatever data you have on the English worksheet will be translated automatically into French and in Arabic, real time. Real time. And the most important thing about Google Sheet is, you can collaborate. You don't have to be in the same, region. You don't have to be in the same country. Once you have internet, you can, of course, collaborate easily. Right. So first things first. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to create two separate worksheets. Okay. Then I'll click on plus, that's the add sheet for one, and I click on add sheet for the second one. So I rename this. How do I rename it? I double click and type French. And I double click on this one also. I type Arabic. So I'm going to color code this. The French, I'm going to give it a red color. Yeah, so you can see red at the bottom here. And then the Arabic, I'm going to give it a green color. Yeah, so I'll choose green. As you can see at the bottom here, this is green. Right, so I'm going to first link the two sheets without the if error function. And we'll see how that works. And the second, I'm going to link it with the if error, so you can see the difference. Okay, so, right, my data starts on B2, so I'm gonna start the linking from B2 here on the French sheet. So I just click on here on B2, then I will link them using a formula, and the formula is called Google Translate. So I'll start with an equals, just like any spreadsheet formula. So equals, then I type GOO. So once I type GOO, all the formulas with Google something will appear. Like you have a function for Google Finance and function for Google Translate. So I don't have to type much, then I just need to select the function. Okay, so now this is the way the formula looks like. So you have the function in Google Translate. Next is the text or the cell reference of the text. Then the first part after the text is the source language. In our case, our source language will be English language, comma, and target language. So for the French, our target language will be French. And for the Arabic, our target language will be Arabic. And they are given a code. For example, ES for English, sorry, ES for, this is Spanish, and this is English. So for Arabic is AR, for French is FR. Okay, we're going to see how to go about it. So if you want to learn more on this translate, of course, you can just click on learn more and then you proceed. Okay, right. So I'm going to click this and close it because I know how to go about it. I don't need guidance for now. Okay, so I have equals Google Translate. Then I'll go and get my text. What do I want to translate? What I want to translate is here. So I just need only one cell. So I click data, then I come to B1. To access B1, I have to click away from B1 and then I'll start. Okay, so I click on D2, now C2, and sorry, now I'm on B2. So B2 here, okay? Then I do my comma, okay? Next is my source language. My source language is English. So I have to, the code for English is EN. I need to prefix it with a double inverted comma. So double inverted comma open. I have EN, double inverted comma close, followed by a comma. Then now next is my destination language. Okay, from source to destination. So that's the language that I want my English to be converted to. So in this case, it's what? French. Same thing, double inverted comma open, FR for French, double inverted comma close, and then I close my bracket and I enter. Loading. It has given me heading. Okay, it has given me the heading. So I don't know how the French will pronounce it. Sorry, I'm not a French person. So, but I know that's the right heading for sale of poultry products for the month of May 2021. Okay, so my data has got only 2 columns, so that means I'm going to replicate over 2 columns. I just click here, just copy it here. So whatever is there is copied. So just click on here, then I replicate down. Okay, so if you look at this, this looks funny. It looks funny, but it's correct. Okay. The trouble is the areas, the cells that have hashtag value are cells that are empty on our source data. For example, I'm on B3 here. If you click on here, you see your B3 here is empty. So that's why it's bringing an error message, hashtag value. So meaning error, meaning the source is empty. Okay, so that's why it has got all this and it looks funny. Okay, so but there's nothing wrong with this, but it looks really funny and nobody will like it this way. So I'm going to show you how to avoid all these hashtags. In spreadsheet, if you do a formula and it displays a hashtag, it means that there is an error. It means that there is a problem. And the problem here is the source data has got space, and you want to replicate that data. You want to replicate an empty space with a formula, so it's not going to take it. So that's why it's giving you the hashtag. So to correct that, what you do is you prefix your formula with an if error. Okay, with an if error. So how do you do that? So this is the starting. So we go back where we started, click on it, and then go to our formula bar, okay, just after the equals. And then we say equals, okay, if error. We type if error, E-R-R-O-R, okay, if E-R-R-O-R, and we open our bracket, okay. After opening our bracket, then we come here. So what that means, what this formula means is, if there is an error in this formula, if there's an error in Google Translate from English to French, if there's an error. What that means is, if there's an error means if there is an empty space in this situation, if there is an empty space. So if there is an empty space, what are you telling spreadsheet to do? If there is an empty space, you want Google Sheet to display an empty cell. Okay, let it not give you anything like hashtag value or whatever. Let it just display an empty cell. So to say to Google Sheet how to display an empty cell, you do it like this. So if there is an error in this formula, then you say comma, okay? So what to do? What to do is to display empty space. And to display empty space, you have to speak the language. And the language is you have to do a double inverted comma, open, hit one space bar, double inverted comma, close, okay? Double inverted comma, close, and then you close the bracket. So once you close the bracket, look at it. This bracket has got the same sign here with this one, meaning it has closed this, and you enter. So once you enter, nothing will happen to this one because this one has got something there. But try to replicate it and see how it's going to work. So let's replicate it here. Okay, now look at it. The value has disappeared. Okay, so let's highlight everything and then try to replicate it down. Okay, we go down. Look at it. Everything has disappeared. Look at it. Where are the values? They're all gone. Okay, the values are all gone. Okay, is this not beautiful? The values are all gone. So the if error, if you mix it with any formula, it eliminates the hashtag something. It eliminates the error message. So if you are doing a formula on empty space, if you prefix it with an if error, you will not get any hashtag messages. Good. So now what do? We want to replicate this this format here. As you can see, the heading is green with an underline. The product is product type. The headings are bolded. The total is bolded, and of course the the font size is 14. Okay, so how do we do that? Simply, we come here, highlight all the worksheet by clicking on that box that's on top of one. You're highlighting everything. So just highlight that. Click the paint format once. Click it once. Come to your source. Look at our source. Look at our French sheet. How it is now. Okay, so we've already clicked the format pane. How do we know it's activated? Look at it. It's highlighted. It's in a highlighted mode. So we come click on the whole worksheet here again. Okay, after clicking, then we just click on there. It gives us the form. Look at it. So it gives you the same, but look at it. The heading, this is in French. Look at the heading here. It's all in French. Look at the names here. They're all in French. Total pour la mois. Total for the month. I think I know mois. Mois is month, I think. Yes. So I got that. So at least with my little French, I know mois. Okay. So look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we're going to do the same thing for the Arabic as well. We're going to do the same thing for the Arabic. Okay. In case you missed out on the French, please follow me with the Arabic. So we go here again. Okay. We go here. Okay, and you have two alternatives. You can use the same thing here, like you could duplicate this worksheet. Okay, you could duplicate this worksheet. Okay, how do you duplicate it? Just come here and say duplicate. Okay, after duplicating it, it tells you copy of French or whatever. Let's assume that we want to use this for Arabic. Okay, I'm gonna hide this one for now, not to confuse me, and I'll just say hide worksheet. Then this duplicated one, this, for your information, is the same as this. I just duplicated, it's the same. But it cannot, spreadsheet cannot allow you to give, different worksheets, same name. It has to be something different. So that's why it has code one. copy of French. Okay, so let's say we want to use this copy of French as our Arabic one, so we can double click on it and say Arabic. Why is red? Because there is a worksheet already that is called Arabic. So let me just call this Arabic. Let's just call it Arabic data, just to differentiate it with the other worksheet. Okay, so I've got this already. So now what I'm going to do is, this is the shortcut. You could alternatively go and start everything all over, but this is faster. Right? So you can just come here. Okay, so the formula is here already. So what you need to do is to change the French to Arabic. Okay, you change the FR to AR. So the only thing you're going to change in natural sense is the F to A. Okay, and you enter. Rolling. Look at this. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So we can come here and do the same thing. Instead of the FR, we just change the A. Look at it. That's given us the heading in Arabic. So you can now replicate this. Okay, replicate this. Down, 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 up to wherever you want it. Okay, look at it. The numbers actually will stay as they are. They will not change. But all the other text, the heading, the main heading, the heading of each of the columns, the name of the products will all change the total. Is this not beautiful? Right, so this is the way we translate our financial data from our source language to different international languages. From English, in our own case here, so you can see this is our source data in English, and this is our preferred language that we need to change, because this is in French, as you can see, and this is in Arabic, as you can see. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen if we add something to our database. Okay. If we add something to our database, automatically is going to convert them into their various languages, because at the moment they are these two worksheets here, the French and the Arabic worksheets here, are speaking to the English worksheet. Okay, so let's see how it's going to work. Okay, at the moment we have 3 products. Okay, broiler meat, egg cells, bird droppings. Now let's say we're also doing quail farming. Okay, quail farming. Okay, let's say we're doing quail farming. So we can add the sales from quail birds. So we just say quails, Q-U-A-I-L-S, quails sales, just to keep it simple. Okay, let's say the quail sales is 40,000. So we type 40,000. So once we type 40,000, automatically the total is going to change to 220. Okay, and let's go to our different languages. Look at it. Quails, 40,000. We go to our Arabic. Okay, this is the line, 40,000. At least I can't read this, but I know that the 40,000 has come here. Okay, so this is where we're going to end today's lessons on Google Sheet, online spreadsheet. And of course, it is on how to keep your financial data and reports in different international languages. This is a simple example, like I said, and but it works. It works, with any complexity, any big database, anything you can do with it. So if you need this, you need to design something like this for your business, for how to call it, anything that you want. Of course, you can contact us, Landful Accountancy and Consultancy Associates. We should be able to help build a tool for you that's going to help you to maintain your finances at a very, very reasonable price. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of things that we don't need to buy a software for. These are free things, but you need somebody who has got the technical know-how to develop them for you to a user-friendly one, and of course to, to a robust one, so that you can be able to get what you want from them. Okay, so if you like this video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, so thanks for having me and have a great day. Bye-bye.